Hello everyone. Welcome to Teaching Flipped. My name is Donna Zickenfuss and I'm one of the instructors in this course, and I'm going to give you a quick screen capture shot of how to navigate this Teaching Flipped course. So when you log into the course, you're going to come to our homepage, and this is our course homepage. This class shot here at the top, this is actually Cindy First's classroom that she teaches in engineering. When you come to the home page for the very first time, we'd like you to go through these getting started links. So first you're going to listen to Cindy's intro video. She has a little short video about the course and why we have the course. And then there are 5 things that we'd like you to go through. So you're going to take a little pre-Canvas survey. They're going to collect some demographic data from you, which is really important to them. And then we'd like you to introduce yourself on the introductory module. So if you click here, you'll go right to that module and you can introduce yourself, let us know why you're taking the course. We also have a pre-course survey about flipping the classroom and your perceptions of that. And this survey you're going to take at the beginning of the course and you're going to take at the end of the course. And it will show you how your perceptions have changed about flipping the course flipping the classroom as you have gone through this course. Okay. We'd also provided a module here in Canvas, so if you're not familiar with Canvas, you can click on this link and go through a little tutorial which will show you how to use Canvas. Also, we have a Getting Started page which will give you some information about the course, a little bit about the instructors as well, and then when you're all done that, you're ready to jump into Module 1. We have some links down here, Module 1 through Module 6, so the course is going to run from September 8th through till October 19th, and you can click on the text or the picture to go to Module 1. In addition to Module 1, if you look at the navigation menu over here, we have announcements. Pages are the individual pages. We also have modules set up, so if you prefer to navigate through a module system, you can click on here and you'll see this is the Getting Started information, and this is Module 1, and you can click and go through these one by one if you prefer to go through it this way. But we also have page views, so if we go back to the home page and then we click on either the picture or the text, both will take you to Module 1. It will take you directly to the module. Canvas has a cool feature where down on the bottom of the page you have these little next and previous buttons. So the pages are set up so that you can go through the pages by clicking next and previous instead of having to go back to the modules and go page by page. Okay. Each module will have 4 pages. You'll start with an overview of the module, which will have this little graphic of the modules and show you where you are in the process of the course. Each module has an overview page, which is what this page is, which will give you the graphic. It has a little header up here so that you can jump from Module 1 to Module 5 without having to go back to the home page. There's also a subheader here, so each module has the overview page, but then it also has pages A, B, and C. And I'll talk about those in just a second. So if you wanted to jump from, say, module Introduction to Flipping right to Flipping Brainstorm, you could go to 1C without going to 1B. Each module overview will have an introductory video, which will give you a little bit about the module that you're going to be going through. So the only videos will be on the overview pages, not on the individual A, B, and C pages. Each overview page will have a little bit of a description about the module, and then also the objectives for the module, and then it will have a footer section which will let you jump from, say, 1A directly to 2, or to dig a little bit deeper into B and C. So let me talk about this A, B, and C thing before we go any further. You can get to A, B, and C by clicking at the header, by clicking on the links at the footer, or by just clicking on the objectives. So we've set up this course to be in 3 parts, A, B, and C, so that if you only have a little bit of time, you can do the A section of each module, which will take you about an hour, and then you can skip through to Module 2. If you're interested in the topic or you have additional time, you can dig deeper into the topic and go down to B and C. But you really don't have to do A, B, and C together. You could just skip to C, or you could do just A and then go to the second module. We found from running some previous pilots of this course that since this course is really designed for the instructors and faculty who are teaching flipped classrooms, that it's really difficult to find time to do all of the content. So we wanted to provide it in a way with 3 different levels of a time commitment so that you can make a decision as you go through the course on what you're going to do. So after you come off of the overview page, you'll have 3 additional pages. You'll have a page 1A, you'll have a page 1B, and you'll have a page 1C. And each of the 6 modules runs exactly the same way. So when you come to A, you will have an objective for A, and in this case it's to grasp the content of what a flipped classroom is. You'll have a little bit of a description, and then you'll go right into the module content. So this 1A should take you about an hour. There's the pre-course survey if you haven't taken that. There is a discussion forum that we're going to ask you to do the introductions. If you haven't already done that, you can do that. And then Cindy has set up some really awesome videos that she's been using to teach faculty about flipping in her engineering classrooms. So she's going to ask you to watch these videos. And then you're going to click here to go to the discussion forum and post questions about the flipped classroom. Every 1A, B, and C page will have this little stop, think, observe, proceed icon, and then the link to the discussion forum. Since this is a MOOC, it's really difficult to know who's going to participate all the way through, and to set up some type of peer review assignments or some way that you're going to interact with another individual in the course, because we don't know who's really going to go through this course. I'm sure that you've read a lot, if you're taking this MOOC, about MOOCs and how some people start and they don't finish. So a lot of our assignments are going to be discussion forum assignments where you're going to be sharing with your peers on a discussion forum. As we go in, we may make changes. So if there's disciplinary groups that want to get together and talk separately about flipping in the sciences or flipping in the humanities, we'll be glad to set up a little subgroup for you as you go through. But to begin, we're going to start just with a big discussion forum. In the sections B and C of the modules, you're also going to be doing some hands-on work or reflection work in addition to just discussion. So for example, in Module 5 for the course design, you're going to actually be creating an alignment grid where you're going to write some objectives for flipping a component of your course, and then you're going to actually design your assessment and design your teaching activity. So it'll be a little more than a discussion forum, but we're going to try to stick with a discussion forum format, which a lot of people seem to be familiar with. For each A, B, and C, we also have this little dig deeper icon, so that if you want to dig deeper, you're going to go down to B or C, but if you just want to do the introductory 1 hour and move on to Module 2, you can click on Module 2, and you'll be back and then you'll go directly to the overview for Module 2, or you can go from Module 1A and say that this was really interesting to you and you want to go on to 1B and think a little bit more about teaching in the flipped classroom. You'll click on 1B. 1B will take you to some additional exercises where you'll be thinking and reflecting on your teaching as you think about flipping your classrooms. So there's some surveys for you to take, and there's some additional readings for you to do, and then there's another discussion forum. So each of the A, B, and C sections will have discussion forums, but they'll all be different because the A, B, and C content is different. So now if I wanted to go on to 1C, I can go click here, and now I'm in 1C, and you'll see you have additional content. So there's a 1-question survey for you to take here about where your students get stuck in their classroom as you think about designing your classroom and brainstorming ideas for what you're going to flip. Where your students are having problems may be a good place to start. So there's some additional readings. When you get to the end of 1C, you can go directly to Module 2. You could also use the next button down here and that will take you to the next activity or the next part of the course. So if you want to go directly to Module 2, you'll click here. If you want to go to the discussion forum for 1C, you'll click here. Okay, so that's how each module will work, and I hope that will give you an intro to how the first module will work. For the modules after this, we'll be doing a little bit of description about what the module is actually about, as opposed to a screenshot that will take you step by step through the module. So you'll see this module is very similar. Now, instead of being in Module 1, you're in Module 2. There'll be an introduction video here. It's the same setup, A, B, and C. You're going to click to A to go to the A section. Instead of just learning about bottlenecks, I'm going to skip to the C section. So the C section in Module 2 is about setting up Google Scholar to do research about flipping, and also how to set up a Diigo account, which is a social bookmarking application that you can use to collect links as you do some research about flipping your classroom. So you see that each module is really laid out very much the same way. So we're really looking forward to working with you over the next 6 weeks. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us an email or to post a question on the forum, whatever forum you're in, 1A, 1B, 1C. Drop us a question. If you're having an issue with navigation or you need some help with that, feel free to drop us a note. I'll show you how to navigate through with the modules, if that will help. So say you wanted to do Module 1. This will take you directly to the beginning of Module 1. Once you come to this page, you're just going to scroll through with the next buttons. So you go to 1A, then when you finish 1A, the next place is you are going to go to a discussion forum based on 1A, and then you click next again. It's going to take you to 1B. So it's really pretty straightforward. The A, B, and C sections will allow you some flexibility in going back and forth, and that's why we put the headers at the top and at the bottom of each page. So say you're in C and you're like, oh, maybe I really want to go back to, so I'm in B, maybe I want to go back to A, I can click there and go back to A directly. So we hope this navigation will help with your moving through the course in an orderly fashion. So welcome again, and we hope you enjoy the course about flipping the classroom, and we're really anxious to hear what you guys are all doing and sharing your expertise and experiences so we can all learn about flipping the classroom together. Thank you very much.